Hey guys, welcome to the I podcast. I'm here again, okay? And tonight, I'll be your host for this new episode. Without further ado, let me introduce you guys to my co-host, the only one, Dr. G, the God. How's it going, brother?
Hey family, welcome to the I podcast. My name is Dr. G, as Mr. Pat stated. So we're gonna have a great show for you guys tonight. Share a live. Okay, your comments is really important. Your call is really important. With that, we learn from you a lot, guys. So we're gonna have a great show. Mr. Pat, how was your week?
I mean, it was pretty good, a bit busy with work, and now we're a little bit under the weather. Guys, if you don't see me as hype as I'm usually, uh, that means, I'm under the weather. But we here, it's, we should not use that as an excuse not to give you guys the show. It's consistency.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it. So, Dr. G,
Yes, sir.
any PG-18 for the folks today? Because I know you guys already know he always has that.
Yes. Yes, guys. So as you guys know, put the kids to sleep. So PG-18 it is, guys. It's time to put the kids to sleep. So PG-18. Mr. Pat. So form a
Dr. G.
fam, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you a giver or receiver? What is your preference?
Okay, and what aspect are you asking that question?
We're talking about PG-18, right, sir? Isn't it? We're talking about PG-18. So
What do you mean if I'm a giver or receiver, brother? I mean, what do you mean by that?
so we're not talking about the neck. So we're talking about head.
Okay, just say it that way, brother.
So are you a giver or receiver? What is your preference, sir? PG-18, put the kids to sleep, guys.
Giver or receiver? We're talking about giving head. All right.
Yeah.
I'll say a receiver. I don't mind giving.
So you prefer the receiver, right?
It's not like I prefer it. I mean, I'll enjoy it, whatever, and I enjoy giving too. So it's whatever. I would say vice versa, guys. To be fair, let's be fair here. Okay.
But you guys be honest with yourself. So whatever you like, it's whatever you like. So if you like to give, so say you like to give. If you like to receive, so you like to receive. So there's nothing wrong with that.
There's
So,
nothing wrong with that. So now, do you want to answer that question as well?
so you didn't answer my question.
I did answer your question, brother.
You didn't answer my question.
I did.
Yeah,
I said I like to receive, and I like to give. So, what are we talking about?
So
What are we talking about, brother?
so you gotta pick one. Are you a receiver or
I
or
have
giver?
to. I have to pick one.
Yes, you have to pick one.
What do I have to pick one? Why can I?
It's
Why
a
can I?
question, so there's no way. Because there's no way you're gonna like both of them. So if you like both of them, I don't know. So there's one of them that you like the most. So which one is it? Mm-hmm. Go for it.
I'll say I'm a giver, brother. You wanna pick one?
Yo,
Do you wanna pick one, brother?
with all honesty, man, I would say I'm a receiver though. I love to receive. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have to lie. You feel me?
I think we all on this table here like to receive, but got to pick one for ya.
Yeah. So
You know
so,
what I mean?
So you say you're a giver? Are you lying to yourself or are you
I'm
telling
not
the
lying to myself,
truth?
brother.
You
I'm
like to
just-
give, son?
Huh?
Are you like to give?
Yeah, I
Oh.
do like to give.
Okay, I believe you, sir.
I'm not selfish. I am not selfish at all.
I believe you, sir. All right, let's get back to the topic. What is it, Mr. Pat? What do you have for
sir,
us?
Ski. All right. Without further ado, guys, let's jump into the topic. So, we were just checking to see how her life's going. So we got some folks in here. Guys, a topic for tonight's episode is it beneficial to open up to a woman? Or I would say, is it beneficial to, or is it a good thing to open up to your woman? So, since you guys know, I have my co-host with me, Dr. G. So we're gonna start with him with the question. Dr. G, is it beneficial for you to open up to your woman, or I would say, is it beneficial in general to open up to a woman?
With what's going on nowadays, so as you guys can see, as you guys know that Shark is going viral for that question. By the way,
Okay.
he said no, it's not okay to open up to a woman because whenever there's a discussion or there's something going on, she gonna throw it back at you. As for me, I believe I will say yes with a firm yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to open up to a woman.
And why is that?
I know society trying to teach us or condition us to stay strong. You're a man. You're not supposed to open up to a woman, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we all human. You feel me? So it's society trying to tell you not to open up to a woman, but they never tell you why, or if you have to open up to a woman, how should you do it? You get what I'm saying? So he's the how though. Nobody ever explained that though. But it's okay to open up to a woman. You're a human being at the end of the day. You feel me? If you trust your woman and you think that woman is like, don't get me wrong. So woman is the one of the most powerful force in the world. Most women don't know that, but smart women knows that. Smart men knows that. So that's why they they get a woman to compliment them. So women are one of the most powerful force in the world. So if you don't open up to a woman, so you won't do better though. You probably think that you're doing better, but you're not gonna do better. That's where I stand. And how about you?
I do agree with the idea of open up to a woman. I mean it's open up. It's fine, but also let's not focusing on opening up to a woman, but instead building trust, understanding. It's a two-way street. If there's trust and understanding, I think that's the leverage of opening up to somebody. Because when you say like it is not okay to open up to a woman, or is it okay to open up to a woman, that's you saying like, okay, there's no trust there. Like I don't trust this person. I don't trust her. I don't want to say anything to her. But if your relationship is building upon trust and respect and understanding, I think that's opening up. I think that's you open up to your woman.
But
I don't know if what they mean by is just like telling her all your skeleton and stuff like that, or your little secret. Is this is what it means? Because none of us know what sharks really mean by that. By saying like, oh yeah, it's not okay to open up to a woman. Because let's be honest with ourselves. Because a lot of people, because his way of explaining it is like, oh, she's gonna use it against you.
yes.
Right? Which I'm not saying he's lying, but yet again, it's the type of person that you're dealing with. If your relationship was never built on trust or understanding, respect, keyword, yeah, it is not okay to open up to a woman like that if there's no trust. If there is no trust, you should not open up to a woman like that.
So what do you mean? How do you know there's trust though? So he probably done it before. Basically, obviously, he's talking from experience though. So he probably done it before. Then she tore it up to his face. So how do you know you build trust with that woman? So how do you know?
I think if there's trust, there's things there's little things that's gonna hit you guys in that relationship that you will know how you guys gonna handle. Couples arguing, right? If a couple gonna stay there, say like they don't argue, we argue for the stupidest shit, right? So based on these little argument that's happening in relationship, that's like your relationship testing you to see what's really there.
Okay.
So based on these little argument and stuff like that, you can see if the trust is there. You can see if the level of trust is respected. A lot of time people say things to you they always wanted to say when they're mad, right?
Okay.
So like if you arguing with somebody and then they kept on disrespecting you, or use anything that you said to them on an intimate level, or anything that you said to them as far as opening up your skeleton to her, and if she's using that against you, that means that, okay, so I can't trust her. I can't trust her to say anything to her.
But how do you know that? How do you know that? Okay, it's time. The trust is there, so it's okay for me to open up right now. That's where I think that's where it's coming from. I see where it's coming from though. So
Yeah.
most female can handle certain things. So that's what I mean by he's the how. Nobody ever explained the how though. How to open up to a woman. As for me, so there's a book that I think it calls the name of the book is the Interconditional or something like that by Mark, something like that. It says communication is 90% nonverbal. Most
Right.
people think that you have to speak in order for you to communicate, which is not true at all.
Behavior.
There you go. If you have a smart woman, not modern woman, so not all of it. If you have a smart woman, so you don't have to talk. She gonna know if you're going through something or not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's open up to a woman in a sense. Your behavior, your
Like she
action,
knows-
the way
like she
exactly.
knows- she
so
knows you.
you don't have to. She doesn't have to ask you like, what's going on? Open up to me. I want you to speak to me. No. Sometimes as I
But
said,
you don't know. Okay, I don't mean to cut you off though,
Go
but I
for it.
get where you're coming from. So you don't think by you not saying anything for her to understand what you're going through is based on the conversation, the previous conversation that you guys had, like deep connectivity, like deep conversations and stuff. By her knowing you on that level, like you won't have to say anything. Sometimes, you get to a point of life, let's say like you're going through something, you might not be talking, but she will automatically knows like, okay, so he's going through it.
yeah,
But if you never communicate with her or quote unquote open up to her, she would never be on that stage of understanding of you won't have to say anything. Like, I get it.
dude, you don't have to. You don't have to like tell her anything. If she's smart enough, she will figure it out.
So
That's-
that's like you saying, like, that's like me advocating on an aspect of like, dude, I'm not a mind reader, bro. So you can't just expect a woman to be, oh, she's smart, she will understand what I'm going through. Nah, bro.
Dude,
You gotta
dude.
have some kind of level of connectivity with her, and that connections are happening based on communication.
Nah, dude, listen.
Bro, come
No,
on, come
listen,
on.
listen, let
You
me- let
connect
me
with
tell-
somebody based on your communication.
No,
Sometimes
no
it's
way.
the vibe.
Is the understanding.
It's the
so,
understanding
so
of what, G?
Listen, communication. As I told you, there's a book that says that communication is 90% of nonverbal. You don't have
Okay.
to. You don't have to say anything though, but you can communicate by energy. By like, there's a way she understood you. You don't have to say anything. So at the end of the day, I understand where shark is coming from, because most female don't get a lot. Men and women are totally different, right? There's certain things she cannot handle.
Okay.
And if you're smart enough, you're not. I totally agree with him. That's why he said that. So he didn't explain it well enough, even though he has money, he's famous. So some people don't think deep enough to explain people why they say certain things. But as for me, I see where it's coming from. So most female can handle certain things. So if you're gonna sit there and cry, oh baby, I lost my job, that's not the guy. So that's a baby stuff. That's not how you open up.
Okay.
As I said before, communication is 90% of nonverbal. So if you're going to open up to your woman, you don't have to sit there and cry, though. As I said, if she's smart enough, you don't have to say anything. She will understand that you're going through something. And then she will ask you certain questions. And then the way you answer, as I said, is the how you do it. You can't stay mysterious and then tell her everything in a way.
Right.
You get me? You can't stay mysterious and then tell her, hey, work was not good today. She will understand that there's a lot of shit was going on at your job today. You feel me? You don't have to sit there and say, my boss did that. Too many details. You feel me?
Right.
As a man, you should be mysterious. That's my point of view. You should be mysterious though. That's how she's not gonna be able to throw everything you said through your face. You feel me? If she imagine that you put it, listen, you should open up to your woman's mind.
Okay.
In a sense. So make her believe, make her think that what you're going through. You don't have to say it. Because at the end of the day, as I said, women, let's not lie to ourselves. There's certain things they cannot handle. If
Okay.
she imagined
I
it or she thought of it, so that's her. She cannot throw it to your face because that's your thought. You thought of it, so I didn't say anything. You the one that thought of it. So you probably wrong, you probably right. So I'm not the one. I'm not gonna be the one that says, "Yeah, baby, you're right. Your work was hard." That's too much details. You feel me? Some women cannot handle the certain things, so you should know that as a man.
I think the topic is more complex than that. You're talking about this little regular things that I don't think like coming out from work and explaining the shit that you're going through.
That was an example, though.
I mean, I get the example, Dr. G, but like you can't use that example of this. I know it's a simple question. Do you think it's beneficial to open up to a woman? But you trying to give that example of coming out from work and have a bad day at work and stuff like that to justify her should know what you're going through. You don't have to open up. I don't think there's enough evidence of your example. The way. Do we have a caller?
No, we don't have a caller. So you're trying to tell me that also you're gonna sit there and then explain to your woman everything in details?
What is going on, guys? Hold on, guys.
So listen, you're not gonna sit there and explain everything to your woman, because as I said before, so women, there's certain things they can handle, there's certain things they cannot handle. So it's up to you to know how to approach your woman. So shark, I don't totally agree with them, because most of the time people have money but they don't think deep or they don't know how to explain themselves. That doesn't mean a lot of people think that the fact that people have money they're smart enough. They smart stuff like that, but not totally true. They can have money, so they're not smart. I'm not gonna say smart enough, but
let me get this. Sorry, guys.
Okay. So I'm not gonna say they're smart. They're not smart enough, but most people, they have money. They're blessed to have the money, but that doesn't mean that they think deep enough to say certain things or to think about certain things. That's where I stand. So as for me, I think it's okay to open up to a woman. He's the how. Nobody ever said how to open up to a woman, but most society teach men how to be strong. Oh, don't talk about your past. Don't talk about your emotional. At the end of the day, we all human. So it's okay to say certain things, but it's the way you're gonna say it.
Right. Okay. What I'm saying is, Dr. G.
Yes, good.
It is not okay to open up to a woman that's disrespectful. It is not okay to open up to a woman that don't have self-respect, not only for herself, and if she does not have self-respect for herself, why makes you think she's gonna respect you in that relationship?
Why would you disrespecting yourself staying with a woman who's disrespectful?
Well, I hate to break it to you, brother. There's those relationships out there.
That's sad though. Let's speak.
Where people stay in relationships that are super toxic, and they can easily walk away, but they choose not to walk away on a toxic relationship. Is for two reasons. Mm-hmm. First, it's the fear of losing, and second, when they don't have hope of tomorrow.
Fear of losing of what?
Fear of losing.
That's when you're doing something wrong as a man.
Well, listen. Fear, it's a demon. I always say that to you guys, to any of my friends. I was like, yo, when you have fear in life, it's a demon. You need to take that out, cast that shit out. You know what I mean? So like it's a fear of losing. That means like you fear of taking risk. So a lot of toxic relationships are still there because of fear of losing from both parties.
As we said last week, respect for men, that's love.
And no hope for tomorrow.
So as a man, why would you stay in a relationship that's just toxic or disrespectful? That's when you don't respect yourself enough. So why would you stay in a relationship that is toxic? That's sad though. Why would you do that? Since you said this, since you're trying to advocate for those who stay in toxic relationships.
This is not a question for me to answer because I've never.
But you said it though. You should be able to answer it because you said it.
Okay, so you stay in a toxic relationship. I just said it. It's fear of losing.
Why would you fear of losing what?
Fear of knowing what's on the other side, Dr. G. Like, what do you mean?
And then as we work out, right?
Okay.
So why would you just get off the other side since you don't even know if it's freedom or
not everybody can actually work their mind like this. You know what I'm saying?
So why would you advocate
we can.
Listen, my brother, you should advocate for people like you. The fact that you're trying to advocate for those, I'm not advocating. You're trying to make them stay where they at.
What is Dr. G talking about?
Fear of losing what? I don't get it.
What do you mean fear of losing what? I'm
Yeah.
just letting you know based on what people do, dude. Like I'm not advocating for that negativity. I'm just letting you know this type of negativity exists. This type of mindset exists. And if and I'm giving you an example of why this might occur because of people that carry this type of personalities or this type of mindset.
So,
But that doesn't mean I'm advocating for them.
so therefore, is it so? Basically, listen, P. You said it's okay to open up to a woman, right? Is that what you said?
I said, yeah, it's fine. I don't want to describe it as open up. I think it's okay to have level of trust, understanding, and respect in your relationship.
So
once the level of trust is established completely, that's opening up. That's like me not afraid to say anything to you, vice versa.
What is trust?
So I don't have to describe it as I'm opening up to her.
So
it's okay to open up to my woman. Like
so, don't you believe that sometimes you think you trust people, but people
yeah, it happens.
Not really trust. So
it happens.
Why would you say it like that?
Well, you learn from it and you move on, bro. What
so
are you
don't you
do?
think that's why Shark is talking like that?
That's what I'm saying. The type of woman Shark is dealing with.
Dude.
The only reason Shark said what he said because he trusted a woman and she betrayed his ass. Okay. He trusted a woman. He said some skeleton stuff that he had in his closet, and then she betrayed his ass. And I'm not saying like what Shark is saying. It's not a global thing. A lot of women are doing that. So is few men too. Some men's are doing that.
Both, I agree with that.
Some men's are doing that. It's just like you open up to somebody and they freaking use that shit against you.
Yes, he goes both ways, though.
Yeah,
he goes both ways. So that's what I said. So it's okay to open up to a woman. It's the how, man. Nobody ever said that. So it's the how you gonna open up to a woman. So as a man, you should know that there's certain things that your woman cannot handle. So there's no way to explain it to her. She's not gonna be able to understand it anyway. So why would you explain it? So as a man, you should know what to say. As I said before, since the beginning, so women are one of the most powerful forces in the world. So your woman can guide you certain ways to be successful. So as a man, you should be smart enough to know how to open up to your woman. So if you don't know how, you can join Laser Club. So we'll tell you how to do it. But as for me, I think it's totally okay to open up to your woman. So as I said, communication is 90% nonverbal, according to Mark's book. So you don't have to say.
Okay, so do you guys agree that communication is nonverbal? Do you guys agree with what Dr. G is saying, that communication is nonverbal? My ideology upon that, statement is communication is nonverbal after you have a level of understanding. After I get to know you. After you get to know me and I get to know you, then certain things, you don't have to say jacks to me. I don't have to say nothing to you because I know. I get it. Like I'm there with you. Like you don't have to repeat yourself again. That's my ideology upon that. So I'm not gonna just say, "Oh, communication is nonverbal." Like I freaking know you. I don't know you, bro.
But you with that person. What are you talking about when you step back?
What do you mean? What I'm talking? It's like okay. It's like you just met somebody. We talk and then you don't talk anymore, and I'm like, okay, I get it because communication is nonverbal.
Dude, you with that's your partner. We're talking about your partner right there. So if you
communication is nonverbal with your partner based on previous communication,
exactly.
Previous
who has to build that
stuff that you guys spoke about.
Who has to build that? Don't you think that both of you guys have?
Yeah, both of you guys have to build that.
So what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
That's your partner.
Communication is nonverbal.
That's your partner. So
it's nonverbal to the after you guys get to understand each other.
Exactly. So as your partner, so you trying to tell me that you don't understand your partner? Come on, Mr. Pat. Come on, Mr. Pat. So cool. So I don't know if you want to go to the comments. So as for me, I believe that it's okay to open up to a woman. You feel me?
You believe it's okay to open up to a woman?
Yes.
I think there's no such thing as open up to a woman. You just need to focus on trust, understanding, and respect.
What is trust?
What do you mean? What is trust?
What is
trust? The word explains itself.
Because sometimes you probably think that you trusted somebody, and then they told, like Shark said, you probably trust you until something happened, and then they throw it to your face.
Yes, it
Get
is
it?
highly
That's
possible.
exactly why
It
he
is
talks
highly
like that.
possible. It's vice versa. It is highly possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying, as a man, once you establish, I kept repeating that. Once you establish these three segments that I just stated, like trust, understanding, and respect, you won't have to focus about like, oh, let me just open up to my woman, this and the third. Because we get each other. We already get each other. We understood each other.
That's what you think.
So I don't understand the idea of like, oh, do you think it's necessary to open up to a woman? I mean,
Exactly. What you talking about? Like, oh, the moment that you trust somebody. Sometimes you think you trust somebody, but
yeah,
that's
I
not
mean,
really
it's
trust.
human,
That's
man.
What,
Human can
taught.
betray you.
Exactly.
You
so,
know, it's human.
So you have to stand where you stand. So is it okay to open up to a woman? Because most women, like, you probably think that you establish certain trust.
Okay, let me ask you this, Dr.
Yeah.
G. What is open up to a woman? What is that? What does that mean to you?
What does that mean?
Please
to you?
answer my question, brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
What does that mean to you? Open up to a woman. I want you to give me not only examples and also explain to me based on your understanding what is open up to your woman means.
As for me, hold up. As for me, I believe that open up to your woman is that you tell her basically like everything. You tell her like your emotional, like you're going through something, you explain it to your woman.
Okay.
But as for me, I think that there's a way to do it.
What is that way?
The way to do it is, as I said before, communication is 90% nonverbal. So your woman, there's a way to treat or mold your woman to make her understand. Listen, your man is going through something. He doesn't have to give you heavy details, but at the end of the day, he's going through something. It's your job. You're one of the most powerful force in the world, anywhere in the universe. So it is your job to compliment that guy, to make him feel better. But he doesn't have to give you heavy details. So if you're gonna tell me like people saying like open up is giving details to your woman, baby, somebody died in front of me, my friend died in front of me, I lost my job, or crying in front of your woman, for me that's not open up. That's bitching. That's for me. You feel me? So let me reverse the question back to you. So what?
No, you didn't finish.
So what was the second part of it?
You didn't finish.
What was the second part of it?
I asked you what is opening up to a woman is to you, and what's the base of understanding of that for you.
I just told you. So as it doesn't matter how much you trust your woman. There's certain details she won't be able to handle it. Because as we know, women and men are wired differently. So yeah. I'm wired differently. She's wired differently. It doesn't matter how smart she is.
Just explain to me. I have to communicate with my partner. That's what you just said. I communicate with her. I don't have to get in so many details. But I communicate with her, and she understands me. That's what you just said.
Let me ask you that.
You guys want to describe this shit as open up? So
what is open up to you? Let me ask you that, because I already answered you. So what is open up to you?
I think opening up, it's a made up word, but the right way to say it, you should not be focusing on I'm opening up to her. You should focus on like, let me communicate with my partner. Let me be on the same page. Like, because we a team here. Let's be on the same page. Let's communicating within each other. Let's respect each other's views, and most importantly, let's the word I'm looking for. Let's be on the same page. That word I'm looking for can't come out yet, but hopefully I can get it. But it's like let's combine our ideas. And be on the same page.
So you're gonna sit there and open up, like give your woman every details. Is that what you're trying to say?
What happened?
You're gonna sit there and then tell your woman every details of whatever you're going through.
That's not what I said.
So what did you say?
Guys,
what did you say? I want to know, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I believe most people don't know what you're talking about. So you said open up to your woman is what, on the same page? Like whatever you're going through, you're gonna sit there and say, baby, I lost my job today.
Obviously, you have to communicate that. If you lose your job, you're just gonna say, oh, I still have a job.
So you're gonna say it like it is. Is that what?
If I lose my job, I lose my job. What the heck, bro?
So you gotta say it like it is.
Like it is like what are the other way to tell your partner you lose your job?
So
G?
then listen. So you sit there and tell my baby I lost my job, and then you start crying. So that's not that's not the way you say it.
Dr. G, don't put words in my mouth.
I didn't put words in your mouth.
That.
So you gotta say it like it is. Because obviously, if you lose your job, you're gonna be sad, right?
I never said that.
P, like, answer me. If you lose your job, you're gonna be
sad.
Why
would I be sad?
Because you lost your job.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So you gotta sit there, you're gonna be sad.
Listen, this is my mindset. I think we're heading out to a different topic, but let me just say that real quick. Losing a job, that means there's a bigger opportunity out there for you. I don't think anybody should. That's why you should not put, just because you can pay that car or just because you can pay that mortgage, just because you can pay that Versace bag or whatever expensive shit that you owning or you financing or leasing, just because you can pay it does not mean you can afford it. So that's why you should live below your means. So if you lose your job, you should see that shit as a new opportunity to learn some new skills. Even while you're in a job place, you should be learning some new skills just in case if that day hit your door. So you be prepared and ready to actually hit a different market. That's how I see it. Leave below your means, man. Who cares about what people think? Let them think that you broke. Let them think that you broke. As long as each time you open that bank account, you keep a smile in your face. That's all matter. Louis V, expensive cars, expensive crap, ain't gonna do nothing for nobody. No one's gonna help you with these bills. So I know we off the topic, so I just had to throw this out there.
So you basically
So what I'm saying, if you want to talk about losing your job is such a, why is it so sad, bro? It's so sad because because you live in paycheck to paycheck, you lose your job, so now you fucked, literally.
Dude.
So you should live below your means, where if that ever occur, so you should be able to take care of your bills for about 2-3 months until you get another job.
So whatever money you had saved, so isn't it because of that job?
because you can actually learn a new skill or get a new job. Listen, God never give you something that you cannot handle. God never give you a problem without knowing that you can handle it. So listen, I've lost my job before.
You're trying to tell me.
I know we off the topic, guys, but I gotta put this out my chest. I lost my job before. I was jobless for 6 months, and I gotta tell you, God was working. God was working, and I was always happy for the 6 months that I wasn't working. But guess what? I was still them bills were paying. They were paying until I was preparing myself for that new blessing. So you lose your job, do not be afraid. So if you're afraid about losing your job, that means you live in paycheck to paycheck. You spending, you overspending from what you're getting. So yeah, that's what you have to worry about. So you lose your job, you ain't gotta see as the only reason you see as a sad matter is because you have so much shit to pay.
Mr. Bad.
Okay.
I know you're lying to yourself, so
I'm not lying to myself. Obviously, it's gonna affect you a little bit, but you don't have to cry.
Let's go to
you
the
do
comments.
not have to cry.
Let's go to the comments, sir. Go to the comments. Go to the comments.
Okay, guys, I had a moment. Yeah, I had a moment.
I know. So.
I had a moment, guys. I'm sorry. I had a moment. Okay, so let's jump into the comment real quick.
Michelle almost says, Patrick, pick one. You have to pick one.
I did. I think she's talking about the PG-13. Yeah, PG-18. I did. I said I like giving. You know?
I like to give.
Solomon said good night. Okay, good night, Solomon. Don said, Patrick, not pretty sure what you mean by that, brother.
Explain yourself,
then Don said,
what about
G?
What you mean? What do you mean, Mr. Don Mano?
Okay. He goes and say both, because I don't want to sound selfish. Now, I guess he's still talking about the PG. Oh, he's still talking about PG-18. Yeah.
Got it.
Certain things, yes, but not everything. I'm not sure what he means by that.
I think open up by opening up. Like
opening up, yeah. Certain things, yes, but not everything. Okay, women would use it against you sooner or later. I mean, I don't disagree with that. You know, I do think it's a trait of in women behavior. You know, they use a lot of quote unquote open up stuff, like a lot of skeleton, like if you explain that to them, and especially let's say like on your past things, like you've been with your ex, whatever, they sometimes tend to use it against you, especially if they mad or you guys are having a hard time in your relationship. So yeah, I do support the idea of certain things you may have to keep it to yourself.
So that's where I'm at though. There's certain things you're not supposed to explain to your woman because she won't be able to handle it. You feel me? As a woman, we wired differently. So there's certain things
they're wired with their emotions.
Exactly.
Certain things they don't see the logic part of it.
Exactly.
They automatically think of it with their emotions and then have a whole different view of what you explain to them.
Exactly. So as a smart man, you should know how to open up to your woman. And that's why society's fucked up. So they be telling me, don't open up to your woman, but they never tell them why and how to do it. So there's a way to do it, guys. You don't have to give every detail, but your woman can support you a lot, especially if she's a smart woman and then she decolonized from society.
She needs to understand you. In order for her to understand you, you have to open up.
Yeah.
In order for her to help you through your journey or help each other through your journey, both of you guys need to open up. But yeah.
All right, let's continue.
And then Don said, woman. Okay, so I read that already. And Almis says, I think it's good for men to open up to a woman.
I think you missed one. Don says, woman will.
Yeah, I just read that.
Oh, you just read that. Got it.
And Ahmed says, I think it's good for men to open up to a woman, especially when you are in a relationship. Now, it is just if it is just a friend, I don't know about that. LOL.
I mean, Don, we're talking about relationships.
Yeah.
So if you're with somebody, is it okay to open up to your woman? And as I said, so there's a way to do it.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Got it.
And Adestin says, tell her everything. All right, now you heard that, G. Tell her everything.
Do you agree with that?
She proceeds to say, tell her everything. Tell your woman everything.
So you agree
with
that?
Be honest with her.
So hold up, Mr. Pat.
Keep the door open.
Okay, Mr. Pat.
And she was super precise about that, and I'm sure she was talking to you.
Let's stay there, though. So you agree with that? Tell her everything.
Dude, she asking you that question. I'm the host here.
She did.
Listen, brother. Do you think that's right? Do you think you should tell her everything? You should tell your woman everything. No. You should be honest with her.
Details, though.
You should keep the door open.
No. Because as I said before, women and
Destin, you got your answer.
No. There's a way.
The answer is no.
You should open up to your woman, but if she's smart enough, you don't have to say everything. You don't have to be in details. Because that's not going to solve anything, but she's gonna lose interest in you. She's gonna look at you like you're a pussy.
Okay.
So there's a way to open up to your woman. So especially if you're a smart man, so your woman should know better. She should know that when you're going through something, when you're not going through certain things.
All right.
Let's keep going with the comment.
And then she said, no, I want to know everything. And she proceeded to say, if there's reserve, then it's not up and up. That's for you, brother. Don't look at me.
What do you
don't look at me. She's talking to you. And she said compromising. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you.
What is compromising? Mr.
Compromising. That's what I'm saying. I was looking for the word because the word wasn't mine, but I couldn't put it out.
What does that mean to you?
Compromising, it's based on communication, right? You can have different ideas, right? But based on her idea and your idea, y'all get to compromise and meet each other in the middle. And sometimes, some ideas needs to actually go to the ditch, and you just have to respect the leader idea. But that does not mean overall you should not be compromised with your partner.
You're going to tell her every details.
Dude, that's not compromising, man.
What is compromising to you? Because
I don't get it. Dude, I just explained it.
Yeah, I don't get it, to be honest.
Compromising. Let's see. I have a different idea, right? Okay. You have a.
We're talking about opening up, P.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
Guys.
Because I'm lost.
Dr. G's not helping.
I'm sure I'm not the only one that lost.
Dr. G's not helping.
So compromising to you is like opening up to your woman, right?
I never said that.
So
Compromising.
you agree with
Compromising is based on communication, based on things that I want to do, things that she wants to do.
we're talking
And then
about
we get
the
to
topic,
compromise.
Mr. Pat, the topic says opening up to your woman.
All right, let me proceed with the comment. Dr. G's not helping.
Yeah, I'm that.
Okay. Let's meet each other halfway. There we go. That's what I just said.
You said there we go, but I don't get what you mean. You said there you go for what? I don't get you.
Okay. Compromising, right? You talk about opening up. If she's opening up to you, you should be able to open up to her. And then based on these...
Dude, let me ask you that. So you think a woman opening up to you, the way you're going to react to your woman, and you open up to your woman, the way she's going to react to you.
I never
is gonna
said
be the
for
same?
you to open up to her the same way she opened up to you.
But you
Obviously,
agree
y'all
with
both-
what she said.
No, I'm agreeing with the compromising because
That's compromising, Pete.
because listen, brother, I said that I don't go by the opening up. I go by respect, communication, and understanding. This is what I go by.
Pete, that's
And based on respect, understanding, and respect, understanding, and communication, we get to compromise.
Compromise to tell her everything.
Dog, don't put words in my mouth.
But that's what you basically
We get
saying,
to compromise
Mr. Pat.
based on how we trust each other, bro. How we understand, each other.
So the way Mr. Shark talk, you think he didn't trust his woman? You don't know.
Yo,
until
why are we
it
talking
happens.
about sharks? Fuck sharks.
Listen. You don't know until it happens, though. We agree that the fact that women and men are totally different, right?
Okay.
Exactly. So the way she open up to you, you're gonna do the same. Is that what you're trying to say?
I never said that.
So what you trying to say, Mr. Pat? Because I'm lost. Because explain yourself. So I think I'm not the only one. So go ahead.
Bro, you're losing me too, bro.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want me to finish the top
The comments? All right, go finish the comments.
Okay. Tina says, yeah, let's meet each other halfway. And she says, Dr. G, go sit down. LOL. Well,
Who said that?
Tina.
She don't know what I'm talking about. Exactly.
Okay.
At the end of the day, she's a woman, so she won't get what I'm trying to
And
say.
she said, let them think I'm broke, but I'm broke though. Okay, I guess she support what I was saying, like, you know, you can lose your job, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Look, most women want you to open up to them until that they can use it against you. That they can like you.
And
up.
I never said this is a false statement.
Exactly.
I never said this is not.
So you agree? She said go sit down, and you was like, yeah. She said go sit down.
No, because the way you said it, bro.
How did I say it?
Because you were like, oh, it's okay to open up, but don't tell her everything. And then she goes.
I said it's the how to do it.
Okay.
So you're gonna be in details, or the way she open up to you, you're not supposed to open up to her. At the end of the day, she's
I
a
never
woman,
said you should
you're a
open up to
woman.
her the same
But you
way.
agree with her though.
I don't agree with her. I was like,
All right.
dude, you can't.
Let's
You can expect me to be on your side, brother.
I don't want you to be on my side.
Okay,
it's
then.
common sense. So if you agree, cause I'm gonna ask you a question. The same thing for you.
I don't. I'm not saying I agree with
All
her.
right, good. Let's go with the comments. Let's finish with the comments.
Okay, Wuku Mama saying, both men and women should be able to open up to each other about everything. In a relationship, I need to know that I can trust my partner with my feelings and vice versa. There we go. That is my point. It's all about trust, honesty, and understanding. It's all about that. So if these are established already in your relationship, that means y'all really open up to each other. So if there's no trust, there's no opening up.
Dude, let me say something. It's easy to say. Trust for you will end up.
Dude, when I say trust, I am not saying to trust anybody 100%. Like, you should not trust nobody 100%, but you should have at least 70-80% of trust. If you have that percentage of trust, that means you guys should be good within each other.
Mr. Pat, let me ask you that.
You guys should be good because the human nature, people change. Okay, people change. I am not sitting there telling people trust someone to the 100%, like close your eyes type thing, because you don't know what's going on in people's head.
We're not talking about
but at the end of the day, you should be able to establish a level of trust where you can trust your partner to actually be on the same team and moving forward together. You should have that level of trust.
The fact that you're together, you guys are already on the same page. All I'm saying is that women and men are different. So there's certain things you don't have to give her into detail. You don't get into detail as a man, so she won't be able to handle it. So us men, we can handle whatever she comes to us. As a matter of fact, we're gonna love her more. But the moment you open up to your woman, that's where I understand where Shark is coming from. The moment you open up to a woman into details, like you tell her everything, she might use it against you. You feel me? So as a man, you should be smart enough how to open up to a woman. You should know enough how to open up to a woman. That's where I stand.
Okay.
So
all right. Tina says sometimes it's a poor choices, and she's saying liar. I don't know who she's saying liar to. You are lying. So y'all gonna skip my comment. We're not skipping your comment. Men wire with
what is the number again? The number is on the screen.
P.
The number is on the screen. So.
I mean, Tina, you can give us a call, and she proceeded to say compromising an agreement or a settlement of a dispute that is reached by each side making she done Google that shit for you, bro.
What did she say?
Side making confession, an ability to listen to two sides in a dispute and devise a compromise acceptable of both to both.
So what do you have to say about that?
Well, she done Google it for us, but we already dumb it down what compromising means. So, but it's pretty much what she just said. It's meet me in the middle, man. Gets each other. And Katia says, I agree with G.
Yes. Okay, Katia, I'm glad you we have a caller.
We have a caller. Hello. Welcome to the High Podcast.
Hi, I'm not sure if it's the right time to call yet.
It's okay.
But those, what I had to say were are burning me inside. So
no, go for it.
Go for it.
So, okay, so I'm going to go for what Dr. G said. There are certain things like you can't tell your wife. Now I'm talking about wife, okay, wife or husband, whatever.
Yes.
So if I am your wife, the Bible says we become one. We are one, okay, one, meaning that there is no husband, there is no wife. We are one person, okay. So
yes.
Why can't you tell me everything? We sleep on the same bed. We breathe over each other. Why can't you tell me everything?
You want me to answer that?
Why, if you
let her finish, brother.
Why, if you lose your job, you can't come to me, honey? I just lost my job. Okay, babe, I'm gonna be here for you. I'm your support. Okay, I'm that shoulder that you need to cry on. So what's up with reserve? Oh, babe, I lost my job, but every day you're gonna go out there pretend that you're going to work.
Listen.
And then when you don't go to work.
Can I answer your question, please?
Sure.
Yes. You said listen, men and women are totally different, right? There's certain things you cannot handle and I can handle it, right? So there's certain things, details I don't have to listen. There's certain details. If I give it to you, you're gonna break down. And it's gonna be double work for me to wait for you, because as a woman, as you said, we complement each other. So as a man, so there's certain details I should have known not to tell you certain things, because I know you're gonna break down. As my partner, you're gonna feel sorry for me, which is not good. Because
Dr. G, it's better for your wife to break down by listening to the truth, instead of you hiding the truth from your wife in the name of my wife is emotional or my girlfriend is too emotional. She can't handle it. You won't know that I can handle it until you try me.
Because I know, because men and women are totally different people. So listen, Miss Tina.
Yes.
Miss Tina, listen. So I know that they be saying it. It's not only me, because men and women are totally different, right? So there's certain things. If I tell you, the only thing you're gonna be able to do is to break down, and you won't be able to support me anyway. You're gonna make me feel even worse. So as a man, if you're smart enough, listen. If you're smart enough, so you should. There's certain things you should tell your woman. You should tell the truth all the time, but the truth is the way you say it. It's not you lying to your woman. You don't have to lie to your woman. You lost your job. You lost your.
You got fired from your job. What's another way? What is a better way?
So I don't have to cry to you.
What is the proper English?
Listen, Miss Tina. If I lose my job, that hurts me a lot. I don't have to cry in front of you. I'm gonna tell you that I lost my job, But if it hurts me enough to cry, I don't have to do it in front of you. I'm gonna go somewhere else. If it hurts me enough, I'm gonna cry,
That's
not in
too
front of
different.
you.
That's
But
too
I'm gonna
different.
tell you,
That's
babe,
two
I lost my
different
job.
things.
It's time to look for
It's
another job.
okay to cry in front of me.
No, it's
It's
not.
okay to cry in front of your wife.
No, it's
It's
not.
okay. So okay, so what give you guys the that like authority to think that we women we weak? Why you put all those women in the same bag?
I didn't say you guys are weak. As I said since the beginning, I said you guys, women are
If
one
we
of the
are
most
strong,
powerful,
yes.
powerful
If we
force in the universe, right?
but yet at the same time you think that we can handle certain things.
The,
You think that we can handle certain truths.
vice versa, vice versa. There's certain things I cannot handle, like carrying a baby. That's a lot to me.
So
Just imagining about it. That's a lot of things to me. So there's certain things you
so
cannot handle. There's certain things I cannot handle. So vice versa. So as a man, if you're smart enough, as a woman, if you're smart enough, there's certain things you're not supposed to tell your husband. Or as a man, if you're smart enough, there's certain things you're not supposed to tell your woman. So simple as that. So I'm not saying that the fact that you're weak, that's why I don't want to tell you certain things. It's because I know there's certain things you won't be able to handle it. So I'm at the best place to handle it. So I won't tell you every details. I lost my job, babe.
well
I lost
I
my
don't
job.
well I don't completely agree with your point of view. So now go
It's
back to
okay.
compromising. Let me let me give you a quick example of compromising because I had to compromise on something.
Hmm.
I wanted to go somewhere and my partner wanted to go somewhere else. So what we decided to do, so he decided to go to my babe, okay, I'm gonna go with you, and then the next time you're gonna go to mine. That's compromising.
No, no,
We
no,
both we both we both might had a like different point of view, but at the end of the day, we come to an agreement
no, no.
that suit for
The
both of
last
us.
word should come from the man. So
What?
you listen.
Excuse you.
You say something. I agree with you. Okay, babe, let's go. That's my last word. As a man, he should say the last word. So it doesn't matter. Like you compromising, I agree with you. If you say something good, let the man say the last word. So babe, I totally agree with you. I think we're gonna go that way. Simple as that. So don't think that, oh, I
No,
have to
it's
say the
for
last.
both ways. No, 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 no. That's it. It's both ways. I mean, it was. I get it this time because mine was much easier to do, but the next time it will be his. It could be both ways. It could have been the other way around that he wanted to do something and I wanted to do something as well, but we go his way. So
Miss
it's for both ways. That's what we call compromise. Compromise doesn't wrap around women
Miss
only.
B,
It's for both of us.
Miss Tina, listen. The last word has to be the man. So as you mentioned the Bible,
What?
so you
What's
know
wrong
the
with you?
Bible, the Bible. There's a step. There's a chronological order in it, right? God, man,
Uh-huh.
woman, and kids, right? So if you gonna decide after God, so that's mean I'm not the man anymore. You become the man now. So I'm not saying like whatever
See,
you say is not good. So as a woman, you tell me certain things, so I analyze it. So I was like, okay, that's a good choice. Yes, baby. That's why anyway. That's why you're my partner. So you compliment me. So the last word should come from me. So okay, babe.
what is the last word? Okay, so babe, I wanna go to Jamaica. Okay, babe, I wanna go to Haiti. You know what, babe? I think Haiti it's not safe right now. How about we go to Jamaica and then when Haiti gets better, we will go. Okay, I think that's a good idea, babe. Let's go to Jamaica.
You just
Is
said
this
it. The
bad?
last word is the guy.
Get out of here, G.
The last word is the guy. You tell you give you suggest himself of something here. It was like, you know what, babe? Okay, your idea is a great
because
idea. So
I
let's get it.
because the woman was the one started first. If it was the man that started, it would have been the
It
same thing.
doesn't matter
Let's
what
say
you
if it was
started if the guy don't agree. So let's say you thought of something you think is
huh,
beautiful, and then you
men
say, "Babe, let's
style,
go to
huh?
Jamaica." Listen, Miss Tina, you say, "Babe, let's go to Jamaica," and then the guy says, I don't think it's a good idea." You should stop. You're not supposed to
No, you
continue.
can't. Mm-mm. You will tell me why. Okay, babe. I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea because that.
Of
And
course.
then in your way explaining, that's when we're gonna compromise. Okay, babe. Let's make another choice. That's compromising. I don't know. That. How can we explain this to you, Dr. G? You understand everything Patrick said and everything I'm saying. You just want to understand it your way.
No, Miss
You just
Tina.
wanna go
It's,
your way.
it's that's the way, Miss Tina. You suggest your husband certain
It's not
things.
the
He
way.
says
No.
to compromise, and he's agreeing with whatever you thought. he thinks it's a great idea. Since the beginning, I already said it. So women are one of the most powerful force in the world, so in the universe. So you tell me something, and then I think is ideal to do, so I will do it. But the last word should come from the men. So as you guys, as you mentioned the Bible, so as you know, the Bible mentioned the God, man, woman, and children, right? So if you don't follow that order,
Because,
so what?
gee,
Yes.
because the man was the one that was born first. That means
Exactly.
nothing.
So whatever you
At
think,
the
if
end
the
of the
guy
day,
said no,
no.
you're
Okay,
not supposed
listen
to.
to me.
There's no
At the
such
end
thing
of
as
the day, who
compromising.
destroyed the man? Oh, yeah, the man was born first, right? It was God, man, and woman. But at the end of the day, who destroyed the man?
The
Was it the
woman.
girl?
That's one of the reasons
Exactly.
that the
So what
woman.
are you talking about saying like God, man, woman, God, man? No. At the
What,
end of the day, she destroyed him.
so what do you
So
think that
what are
though?
you trying to say?
You think don't you think it's because of the man they didn't think right or he didn't refer to God? That's why
Because you guys are weakling. That's why.
we
Because you guys are chicken.
we are chicken.
And then
Mr.
I
Fat.
rest my case.
You wish your kiss? Ah, listen to your husband. That's I'm gonna wish my kiss. Listen,
How you
is
gonna say we are chicken and then G trying to establish this manly, you know, trying to adopt this manly,
No, I was talking. No,
minor, and then
I
you
was
say, oh
talking
no,
about
you
the
have to
Bible.
compromise, and now you're saying we were chicken.
No, 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 no,
good
no, no, no,
question.
no,
Now
no,
you're
no, no.
contradicting
What
yourself.
I'm no, 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 Patrick. That's not what I mean. I give him a example of the Bible because he think that men supposed to be in charge of everything. Men supposed to have the last word. So I go in the Bible saying like you talking about the man is the gotta have the last word at the end of the day. We
Because
women
our
was the one
weakness
destroyed
is
you.
we always have our weakness is woman. I mean, since we're in the Bible, our weakness, weakness of a man is always being a woman.
Yeah.
And still this day, look at Samson. He lost his power based on seduction from women, and they get to cut his hair,
Yeah.
and then he lost his power. And then the last time he asked God to give him his power back, he killed
Before
himself
he
with
died.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And the consequences of that is it was because of women, because he loved women.
Yeah.
So that's why we're saying that a woman can make you and destroy you.
Yes, sir.
So, and this is why G is saying that you guys occupy extreme power, and
In the
some of you
universe.
guys are using it for the good,
Then
and some
if
of you
it
guys are
then
using it
if
for the
it's
bad.
so, okay. If it is so, then the last word shouldn't always be come from the man.
What
Period.
happened?
If it's true what you said, like we women, like we on top of each other, with this, with that, we got that power. You guys are weak, um, in our presence, meaning that men shouldn't have the last word. Like G want to establish it.
It's
The
not me.
last
It's
Right.
word
the
should
Bible.
be
It's
So
God.
I am supporting that masculine energy that G's putting there, because at the end of the day, I do believe a leader should be the masculine side, which is a man. That does
at
not
the
mean a man should not compromise with his woman. I do
exactly.
believe that we complete each other. We should not be against
I
each
don't.
other.
Yeah, I don't
Just because a
exactly.
man is
That's
saying like, "Yo, I am the freaking leader of this household," does that mean that he's so strong by himself? I do
yes,
believe in
Patrick. I do get
compromising,
this.
so we
Yes.
complete each
Mm-hmm.
other, but the leader
Yes.
should be the man. And as a woman,
It's
I'm not
okay.
saying every
It's okay.
man, as a woman, you should know how to pick your leader. You should know how to pick your leader. I know a lot of people don't like the freaking manager because he or she's ass. That's why you pick that. I mean, sometimes it's not your choice to pick that manager. You ended up with a manager that's trash, right? So that's what I'm
Right.
saying. So as a woman, you should know how to pick your partner, or I would say how to pick your leader, because sometimes you might say something that he's gonna tell you this is not gonna slide. This is
Right.
what's gonna slide. But at the same time, we should be able to compromise in certain things. That's where
Right.
I
Right.
stand, and I do agree with you in certain spot. But that's that. Hopefully, I made it clear.
Yes, I understand you, but I don't agree. But if everything that you said both of you. I still don't agree with G 100%. He made his friend. I understand. Just like he chose not to understand the meaning of compromising. He
Right.
made his
That I
friend.
was actually
Listen,
fighting with
listen,
him.
listen,
I was
listen.
fighting with them on that part
Listen,
because I'm
listen,
like,
listen,
bro, it's
listen.
like, what is compromising?
Listen,
Like, bro, what do you mean?
I wanted to make sure what you meant though.
Okay.
Compromising is that you give me an idea, I analyze it. You gave me an idea. You the neck of me, by the way. I'm
Right.
the head though. You should know that, Miss Christina. So so you give me the
But that's
idea,
what he's
I analyze it, and
saying.
then I say it's good.
That's
Okay,
what
let's
he's
go with
saying.
it.
I have
So
an
so
idea. Exactly. I have an idea. You have
That's
one, and then
compromising, brother.
mine.
I
Yeah,
totally agree with that.
mines make more sense at the time. You understand it. You analyze it. You say, okay, babe. What you say, like, let's do this right now. Like, that's what I say. Like, it's not like, chérie, il faut faire ça. Ok, chérie, laisse tomber ton plan. Laisse tomber ton plan. Fais ce que je te
Français
demande. C'est pas ça
parler.
que je t'avais
Pour
dit
se
là.
parler ici là.
For those of you who don't speak
C'est pas
French,
ça
she
que je
just
t'avais
switching
dit.
French in us. But
So
Non,
so
non, chérie, je pense que si on a essayé ça va marcher. Ok, ça va changer. Ok, mon amour, laisse-moi voir. Laisse-moi y
that's the
penser
man
avec.
talking, right?
so basically, she
Yes.
just said,
Exactly. So you
babe,
basically
if we're
agree
gonna
with
do
me in a
this,
sense.
we're gonna do that. Let's agree, and then
Exactly.
they both gonna agree within
So
each
that's
other.
the man talking right there.
Yeah.
You
It
you
doesn't
gave me an
matter,
idea,
G. He could
Miss
have been
B,
the woman
Miss
too.
Miss Tina.
See,
Listen,
compromising is
that's
both ways. You
compromising,
know what?
Miss Tina. Listen, Miss Tina, that's compromising. You gave me an idea. I
See,
was
it
like,
could have been the
baby,
same thing for the men. Okay, my husband who will come to me, babe. Let's do this, that, that. Oh, okay, baby. You know what? Give me some time. Let me think about it. Okay, babe. You know what? I've been thinking. This is what I think. Da. Okay, babe. Let's see how we can do. He could have been both ways. It's not one side. Okay, c'est les deux côtés. C'est
That's
pas
it.
sens unique. It's
Miss
both sides,
Tina,
G.
thank you for calling. We appreciate you,
Yes.
and hopefully next show you'll come and either put me on my spot or put G on his spot.
I agree. I'm all for it.
But
though. I'm all
it was
for
nice talking
Thank
to
you
you.
so
So
But
much.
we'll
that
talk
was
to you
good.
next
That
time.
was good talk, though. I love it. Thank you, Miss Tina. Yes, based on what Miss Tina just said. So what do you
Based on
think?
what Miss Tina just said, I do agree.
Okay.
To a certain aspect, but also I do support some of your ideas.
Okay.
I already made myself clear. I do believe a house should have a leader, and the leader should be the man.
Yes,
Point blank,
totally
period.
agree.
And I'm not saying every man can be a leader. That's why a lot of relationship, the woman end up being the leader because certain men can be leaders, and unfortunately, we do have those type of men. Okay,
So as a-
and as a woman, you should know how to pick your leader.
There you go. Speak wisely.
That's it.
Let's continue with the comments.
All right. And Wuku says, ouch. Not sure why she said that. And she said, bring back masculinity, man and feminine woman. I agree.
Yeah, I totally agree with that too.
Pick your leader. Let's go.
Speak
Amen
wisely.
to that. Yep.
Yes.
Words I live by. Yes, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Formidably.
Formidable. That's French, my brother.
Formidable. She just switched
J'adore
in French
l'accent,
to
bro.
formidable. Et j'adore l'accent.
Quelle force.
Trop mignon et quelle force.
Miss Tina, tu es en train de parler français là?
Miss Tina, we have a French-speaking fan
Woman.
here.
Yes.
So you have your competition.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, but yeah, Dr. G. So based on, I don't know if we're gonna have another caller, so we have another 5 minutes for a caller. If anybody would like to call, don't hesitate to hit our line, and we're gonna discuss within each other.
And the number is 732-532-8478.
Yep, and I'm sure it's on the screen as well, correct?
Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. Yeah.
So, yeah, guys. Yeah, Dr. G. Based on what Miss Tina said and based on our comment, do you learn? Have you learned anything from them?
I mean, I totally certain aspect as you said. So I agree with Mr. Nass. It's compromising. Is give me the idea, let me analyze it, and then I give you the last answer. Simple
Yeah.
as that. That's that's compromising to me.
Yeah.
As we not lying. It was not me that set it up. So he's God, man, woman, and kids.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna tell me that you wanna decide without my permission, you're not following order of God, especially. So is God, man, woman, and children. You feel me?
That's
so
it.
so as a man, if as a woman, if your man can decide, or if your man cannot analyze certain things, and then you want to do everything by yourself, I think you should pick wisely. You
Yeah.
feel me? That's not a real man in a sense. I can compromising with you. As a matter of fact, that's why I asked you for your idea at the end of the day. I asked you, babe, what do you think?
Yeah.
Because I can analyze.
That's compromising.
That's
because
that's
if you
compromising
inviting
to me.
her on the table of an idea
Yes.
or plan that you're doing, that's you respecting her enough to let her know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
So I don't believe in the idea of just make decisions without letting her know or let her be on the same page as you. So once you're doing that, so now you're gonna build some resentment upon that woman, and she gonna hurt you badly, bro.
Yeah.
You don't want that. You want to compromise with your woman. You want her to be on the same page as you. Although you the leader, although you the last decision, you can be the last decision maker of your relationship, but at the end of the day, she needs to be sitting down on that table and also this, agree with you.
Yeah,
We have a color.
Go for it.
All right.
Podcast.
This is your host Patrick, and
Your co-host,
who am I
Mr. G.
talking? And your co-host Dr. G. Who am I speaking to?
Right now, I don't mind. It's me, Katia.
Oh,
Okay.
Cassia.
Great.
Let's get it.
Let's get it, Miss Katia.
What do you have for us?
The reason why I agree with Jay, if you've been with your husband for a long time, this man don't have to open his mouth to you when you have a problem. The energy, the vibe, you're supposed to know about it when you get home. If your husband get out, when he coming back, he's sad. Just the look in his face already tell you something wrong. All you gotta do, nutrition your relationship right now. I'm not saying babysit that man. I'm not saying kissing ass. All I'm saying, babe, I know you're not in your mood. Do you feel like talking about it right now? Or you don't feel like talking, or later on you gotta tell me what's going on? You talk to that man. If he don't decide to say anything, you don't have to keep pushing it. Because men don't think the same as a woman. If we have a problem, we want the man to come question us every second. Bring flour, do all that.
Yeah.
So we can feel good. As a man, he don't want all that. All you gotta do, just stand behind that man back. Every step of the way to make sure that he don't fall. Ask him like, if this thing, you lost your job, I got you until you get it. As
Yeah.
a understand woman, I got you because I know things not going well for you right now. You don't want to talk about it. Then we talk about it later on. Or later on before you go to sleep. I'm not going to bed until you tell me what's wrong because I don't like the energy that you bring to the house today.
All right.
I want you to tell me. I know that you don't want to say anything, but as a woman that I'm with you, I don't like it because you bring my spirit down. And we understand you.
Right.
At the same time, again, there's another example. If I'm outside with my man
Yes.
and I'm talking, just by looking at me, I already know if my man told me to shut up or keep going.
There you go.
You don't have to say anything.
There you
The
go.
look in my man's face supposed to tell me, keep
Amen.
talking or shut up.
Amen.
Because you've been with that person. Before he married to you, he know you, you know him. So why do I have to say, oh, in front of people, oh, I want you to shut up. Oh, I don't like what. No. If he's looking at you, you already know. He come to the house, he looking at you, you already know. When your man is down, he don't have to say it to you. You already know. When the spirit up, you have to know about it. You don't have to say anything. He got a problem, you gotta know about it.
Yeah.
It's not everything men tell you. No. If the man going somewhere, he tell you that, yeah, we got a vacation. The man already think about it. He come ask you for an opinion.
There you go.
Not tell you everything.
Yes,
There's a
ma'am.
big difference. He already think about it before he come asking you. Is the opinion, is the say so. Before the man was with you, he was doing fine. Why he have to left everything that he was doing before he have you? Because he with you right now. No, you don't have to stop anything that he was doing because he with you. He gave you the respect
To
and
ask
he
you.
tell you about it just for you not to feel alone or
Amen.
left over
Amen.
about the decision that you're making. But doesn't mean that He tell you everything. I don't tell my man everything. Why should he tell me everything? No. He tell you what he want, whatever that he feel like, you be understand. Cause like you saying, it's not everything men going through. You understand?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
that's the type of situation this man going through. Even him is beyond his level.
Yes.
So why he have to tell you that when they know that he's gonna trouble your mind? You're not going well in this house. You're gonna question. You're gonna do back and forth talking about it, give him more headache.
Well,
Yes.
I do agree with certain things that you said, but some of the things that I'm not really there. I'm not really
Like
there
what?
with it.
Like what?
So I agree with the idea of like her saying like if your man is saying it, that means that he already analyzed anything. And I agree with the ideas of like
Yes, is a say so.
if
Is
we
an
out
opinion.
and his energy is certain way, she should be able to understand your energy. You
Period.
don't have to say a word. Like me and my partner, we definitely operate like that. Like she knows me. She knows me enough to know what type of mood that I'm in,
That's
and she
it.
knows when to leave me the fuck alone,
That's it.
or when to know what to say based on the
We don't
energy that
have
I'm
any problem.
portraying. So
Yes,
so
it's
what
just
I'm
like
trying to
that.
say on that aspect, I want to congratulate you, and I also want to congratulate
Mm,
your man on that aspect
no, you
of
don't have to go
having
there. I'm good.
I want to congratulate him having a woman like you. But like the second layer of the question, I forget what was she saying. You were saying something else. Based after everything that I just said, you were saying something else. I'm not fully agreeing with that. But
Which
yeah,
part of it?
there's some
Which-
spot that you said. I mean, you said a lot
Uh-huh.
of stuff. So there's some stuff that you said I do
Exactly.
agree.
Because y'all try
Um,
to make G confused when he tried to explain to you that he don't have any problem with the woman in the house.
oh
It's just
yeah, okay. So
whatever
the
that
part
he
that I'm not
doing.
agreeing. Okay, so the part that I'm not agreeing is when you
Hmm.
said uh you don't have to, well, she doesn't, you don't have to tell him everything, or he doesn't have to tell everything. At some point I kind of agree, but if you want to be on the same page with your partner, you gotta communicate.
No,
You
no,
don't
We're on
have
the
to
same
be,
page.
no,
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 no.
Of
no. What
course
I'm
you'll
saying
be on
is, you like, I don't think you have to express it this way, because at the end of the day, people are human. When someone is feel like is not being told everything,
mm,
it's you get misled, and you get
okay.
the trust is being broken. So
Okay.
you don't have to express yourself that way to say like, yo, I don't tell my man everything, or he should not tell me everything.
No,
That means like,
it's
do you
not
really
how we
trust your
we're not
partner, or do
say
you
it.
really trust yourself?
No, we're
Do
not
you
say
understand?
it. We're not say it. But it's the fact that from your on, you say, I'm not telling everything. So in your mind, you say, I'm not telling everything. So if he not tell me,
Well,
and
why
I
would you not
see,
tell him everything? I'm
cause,
curious.
cause the thing that you're dealing with, okay, as I put it as a
Give me an
G,
example if you don't mind me
okay,
asking.
okay. If you're dealing with a strong thing in your mind, that's what I said. If the
What
thing
is
that
that
you
strong thing? Give me it doesn't have to be accurate. Give me a strong thing that is an example to you that you
mm,
think this is not necessary to tell your partner.
now you make me think.
Yeah, can't think of it because it's
Uh-huh.
absurd. You know,
No, no,
you
no.
you you should not be sitting there.
No, no, no. I got it though.
And then
So
if
this,
you, if
no, no, no.
especially
G,
for a
you
Listen,
gotta
woman,
help
what
me
is
because
I
I
got
don't
it.
want to
Listen,
say I don't want to
listen,
say anything bad right now.
listen,
Okay,
listen, Mr. Pat. There are
Patrick,
certain things.
in 2024,
There you go.
there's a lot of
don't
creepy
be
thing right
biased.
now.
She's not being biased though.
No, let's
She
just
part. Listen. She
let's
didn't
be
want to say certain
precise. I
things.
don't talk
Yes.
like
Let me
that.
okay.
Let's be
Let
precise.
me answer your
Go
question
ahead.
though. There's certain
Thank
things
you.
such as
Hmm.
like women's problem, right?
Right.
Hmm.
So you won't be able to handle it, even though she explained to you. She doesn't have to tell you anyway. You're not gonna do anything anyway, so you won't be able to help her anyway. So you
Yes.
won't be
Well,
able to
how would
handle
she
it.
not know? I'm the leader, bro.
Dude,
Bring the problem to me.
Woman's problem is not.
Exactly.
Would you get it if a woman explain you like,
I
oh,
don't have to
I
get
have my
it, but I'll use
menstruation,
my
and then,
logic to help her out.
dude,
No,
listen,
A
you
lot
Patrick.
of
won't,
time,
you
women
won't
are
get it.
dealing with
Mm-mm.
emotions and with
Mm-mm.
emotional issues,
Mm-mm.
right? They're dealing with emotional issues, and us, the fact that we can put our emotions. Well, I'm not saying every man. Some men,
Mm-hmm.
especially these new men nowadays, they want to tap into their emotions. I'm not saying you should not, but a lot of time, life it's about logic. Life is about deep thinking
Mm.
and tough
Okay.
decisions.
Patrick,
This is life, okay?
You never.
So now I wanna finish real quick. I don't mind to cut you
Okay.
off. So what I'm saying is, whatever she's dealing with, she needs to tell you, bro. You know, maybe she can't deal with it with her emotions, because once you're dealing with your emotions, you can't think straight.
So
But
you
by
just-
her
li-
explaining
listen,
that
listen,
to you,
listen.
you can actually use your man giving logic
Listen,
to help her out.
listen, P. You just said it though. She's gonna explain it with. She will explain it with.
But
to
a lot
you.
of things
Listen,
that
let
we
me
going
finish.
through,
Let me finish, Mr.
they
Pat.
will not be
Okay.
able to
Let me
deal with it
finish.
because they can
Mr.
use
Pat.
the logic. But
Mr. Pat, let me finish.
Okay, Patrick.
I know what you're trying to say.
Let
I
me
know what you're
finish.
trying to say.
Exactly. That's why you wanted me to talk, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Patrick,
let me
you
finish.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, Patrick, your wife never come to you and say, okay, babe, this is B and Z, this is this and that, and you're looking at her like, what you mean?
Exactly. Have you ever done
Yeah.
that?
You're not fixing the
And
problem.
there's certain things too that I'm thinking she sounds like, actually, you're right.
No.
Yeah. I'm
You
like,
just
actually,
looking
you're
at her
right.
with a
That's
dead
not what
ass
she
say,
meant.
what you mean? Patrick, let me tell you something. Like I said, you're nurturing your relationship, but you're not helping. I tell you the story, I tell you what's going on, but you say, okay, I'm there for you, I got your back. But deep down, did you really help me about what I'm really going through? You're here to tell me, okay, you're gonna get over it. This is gonna happen. It's
So
just life. But you're not
I mean,
helping
now
me.
you're putting words in my mouth. So that's
Nah,
not.
that's
She's not.
not. She's
No,
not. She's
I
not.
don't think
You
this is
said
how.
you put words in your
As your
mouth.
partner,
Now I'm putting
you
words in
should.
your mouth. Nah, come
All
on
right,
now.
listen up. You should know your partner enough as a man to know how to communicate with her. You know,
It's
certain
because
time
I
they're
know
gonna be
that that's why we
bitching
get
for
married.
sure.
It's
They're gonna be
because I
bitching.
know you, that's the
You're
reason
gonna
why
be
I get
like,
married to you.
seriously,
Let
like
her
you're gonna be
finish.
like, yo, seriously, like you dadders right now, like you really gonna like be emotional about this shit. Like obviously
No.
we're gonna say that
No,
because
if you're
certain
looking
things
at me,
it's
you tell me
not
what
that
you
big
tell
of a
me.
deal for us.
For
No,
you,
if you tell
exactly.
me
Probably a
what
big
you
deal
fuck
for
with, I'm
her.
gonna walk away.
Exactly.
But I'm talking on
No.
a man perspective.
What's the
right?
Exactly.
point of
That's
telling
what she's trying
you
to say.
something and you look at me, we say, what you mean? I'm not gonna keep going. If I tell you A and Z, you're looking at me, say, what you mean? I'm not gonna keep going.
Facts.
My blood already spoiled like that. You already
There
put
you
my
go.
blood pressure high again.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
already
That's so
297. Now you put me 200. But what you mean?
That's so
I'm
true.
not gonna keep going.
Yes.
All right. Well,
I
You should
agree.
Katya,
have answer for me by the time I open my mouth.
I agree.
it was great.
No?
You know, it's always great for you to come here and express. And you said a lot of great things.
She's right.
Some of the things we don't
always-
agree. Some of the
she's
things we do
always-
agree.
always does.
But yeah, we're gonna let you go, and hopefully our next caller can call, and we'll catch you later.
All right.
Thank you,
Have a good
Katya.
All right.
She's right though. She's right. There's certain things you won't be able to get it. There's certain things I won't be able to get it as a man. So
Well, yeah, man.
vice
I
versa.
mean-
There's a way to explain yourself. There's a way to put your woman or your partner
Listen,
or
guys,
your man. Simple as
y'all
that.
wouldn't
So
know. G has some fans out here, but it's okay.
it's vice versa. You have some fans too.
It's okay.
Some people
It's
agree with
okay.
you. Some people agree with me. Simple as that. That's why we are a podcast, a window to new perspective.
A window to
so
a
the
new
way you see
perspective.
things, but maybe that's not the way I see things. You
Yes,
feel
sir.
me?
Ski.
So at the end of the day, we're gonna be. You probably see the cups half empty. I see it half full. At the end of the day, we're gonna have a
Vibes.
full cups, right?
Perspective.
Yes, sir.
Your perspective is everything. All right, let's finish the comments
Yes.
and we can wrap this up.
Yes.
Okay, Wuku said la vérité. Okay, I think we're gonna teach our fans how to speak French. Okay, la vérité means the
The
truth.
truth, yeah.
Okay. And Tina said, I'm not agreeing with that. I'm guessing with what Katya was saying. And he tells me whatever he wants. Question mark?
She's right. Tells you whatever he wants, whatever
Okay.
he thinks you can handle. Simple as that.
So Michelle stated that I agree with Adestin, and Tina said, "Babe, you gotta tell me, but because we're going to get through it together." There you go.
So you agree with that?
I mean, listen, to each his own. That's what I'm gonna say about that,
Dude, I'm talking about the comment.
bro. To each his own.
What do you mean? She's directly replied to you.
I don't think she's applying that to me.
She said, "Babe."
That's her opinion.
I'm not her, babe.
No, that's her opinion. That's her opinion.
All right, let's
I'm
continue.
sure that's her opinion.
All right, let's
And,
continue.
and Tina says, Whoa, and I should be able to tell my man everything.
It's
and
okay.
I'm honest with myself.
That's your job, Tina, to tell your man everything.
I agree with Tina.
I can and that,
Bro,
and
I
that
agree with Tina.
on that comment, yes, I
On
totally
that
agree.
one, on that time,
On that one, yes,
on her opinion on that one,
yes,
I agree with.
We can handle it, but there's certain things, Mister, that you won't be able to handle.
You can't assume he will not understand or be able to help. There we go. There we go. Okay.
So listen,
you can't assume that this man will not be able to understand you.
Listen.
Okay.
I thought. Listen. Let me say something. As Katya said, just because you tell your man everything, that doesn't mean he's gonna be able to help you on every single thing. You feel me? So sometimes
that means you can't assume. That's why you should not keep it. Okay, he might tell you, yo, you're tripping right now, but because you might think, like, oh, he's gonna tell me you're tripping right now, and then you don't tell him, but not knowing that maybe he would have been able to help you. That's what Tina is trying to say here. You can't assume. That means you need to tell him everything. Sometimes he's gonna tell you, yo, go sit down. And you're like, oh, shit, okay, he tells me to go sit down. And sometimes he's going to give you some logic points for you to get off that mindset.
On that point, I agree with Tina. But at the same time, you should know your man enough to tell him, to know what to tell him or what to not tell him. So if you've been with a partner for certain years, you should know what to tell him or what not to tell him. There's certain things, obviously, you have to explain it to him. But there's certain things you don't have to tell him. You know he's going to say, go sit down, babe. That doesn't make any sense. Simple as that.
She said, I can't understand what you mean if you don't. Wait, I can't say what you mean if you don't understand what you're saying.
I can't say what you mean. I can't say what you mean if I understand what you're saying. Miss Tina, I guess you gotta call back.
Wait, she said I can't say what you mean. Maybe she trying to say I can say it, but I don't understand what you're saying.
I can't say what you mean. If I don't understand what you're saying. She's trying to say that she cannot say what you mean if she cannot understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
I
get it.
Say what you mean. I guess I get it. Whatever. But all right, guys, it's the show for tonight. You know, we have some bumps. You know, G got me on a level where I had to say like, yo, you gotta, it doesn't matter if you lose your job. Yo, he got me. I have to swerve off the topic to actually make my point. But it was fun. It was fantastic. We had some fun. We have some colors. We get to learn from each other. That's the purpose of the show.
Yes, sir.
We're not machoing it out. We get to understand each other, but we're still going to put a print across at the end of the day. So we learn from each other.
Indeed.
So that's the purpose, like I said. So, if there is a last word, Dr. G, let's keep it short and PG.
Yes, sir.
Let's give it to the people before we close the show.
Hey, family. So I won't call you guys fans. So you guys are family. So I learned from you guys a lot, and I hope you guys learn from us. So this is our podcast, a window to new perspective. So as I always say, so the way you see things, the things that you see change. You feel me? Perspective is everything. So you probably just see the cups half empty. I see it half full. So at the end of the day, we're gonna have a full cups, right? So this is our podcast. As for me, I believe that it's okay to open up to a woman. It's the how. Society never tells you how to do it. They always tell you that you're a man, you're not supposed to open up to a woman. That's BS. And then as you guys know, Shark is going viral for that saying like, oh, you're not supposed to open up to a woman because she's going to throw it back to you as when there's an argument. I totally disagree. Just because a guy is famous, has money, that doesn't mean like he thinks deep enough. So no disrespect to the guy. So I get it. I see where he's coming from. I totally get it. Trust me. So, but as for me, I believe that you got to think deep enough to open up to a woman. But the key word is how to do it. It's how to do it. It's not about you open up to a woman. So as a man, you should know enough. There's certain things your woman can handle. There's certain things she won't be able to handle. So if you're gonna come to with full details, good job, good luck to you, because she's not gonna be able to handle it. As a man, you should know it, but you should know enough to. You should know your wife enough what she can handle and what she cannot handle. So at the end of the day, you're a man. So there's a way to do things. So learn how to do it. Think deeply. So don't blame the woman. The fact that you open up and in detail says that, baby, I'm crying like a bitch. No, dude, you're a man at the end of the day. So there's a way to do it. Learn how to do it. I'm not the professor. I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy. So if you need some advice, you can link up to Laser on Fitness. So we're gonna help you out. But at the end of the day, we're not the guy. We're not the guru. You feel me? We're gonna give you some advice. So if it's up to you to take it or not. So, but don't listen just because somebody is famous or have money. The fact that this is certain things that the truth. No, it's not the truth. Trust me. Some people lucky enough to have certain things. So that doesn't mean they're smart. All right? No disrespect to the guy. Simple as that. Mr. Pat.
Alrighty, guys. Should you open up to a woman? I do believe on focus on getting to know each other, express your thought and emotions to each other.
Yes, sir.
Opening up, I don't talk like that. Like I was saying, building meaningful connections, trust, and understanding. That's where you should focus at, and this will actually describe the whole opening up to a woman. Once you establish your trust to your relationship, you should be fine. It's all about creating a healthy environment in your relationship. If the environment is healthy, you don't have to think about like, oh, he's open up to me or I'm open up to him. You don't have to think about that because the relationship is healthy enough where, both parties can actually express themselves on a respectful and mature manner. So that's what I got. So hopefully, like I said, we learn from each other. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Before we go, let's let you guys know about the game. Red pill.
Red pill it is, guys.
That's where it's at. You guys already know. That's where it's at. Red pill. If you want to get the gain, if you want to get your arm big and you want to get the endurance, red pill. That's where it's at. That's where you should go. You can check the Instagram. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to DM us from our iPodcast IG page, and we will definitely let you know and let you be aware of the code that you can use to, have some 10% discount.
Yes, sir.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yes, sir.
So let's go, guys. Let's go red pill. We've been using it lately, and to be honest with you guys, it's been pretty great. The endurance has been pretty awesome. Yeah. This is the protein. They do have pre-workout and
BCA.
And yeah, there you go. So check them out. You won't regret it. And if you do regret it, just let us know. We will not promote something that is not good. So let us know, try it, and let us know how it makes you feel if you're on your fitness journey. So yeah, there you go. Red pill it is.
Red pill it is. Mr. Pat, before we go, so we don't want to go with any comments left behind. So you wanna finish the last two comments?
The last comment before we go.
Oko Mommy says, you guys are awesome and thank you for this.
You guys are awesome and thank you for this open discussion. Communication is everything.
Indeed.
Thank you and Tina said thank you for tonight's show.
Tina, thank you for your call.
Merci, mes amis.
C'était super, merci.
It was superb. And thank you everybody.
Thank you guys. iPodcast.
I'll catch you guys later.
Window to new perspective, guys. iPodcast.